Hi friends, today's topic is about how to do a keyword research for your blog post in 2020. I am your blogger buddy Bhavesh. So let's see. First of all, going into keyword research, one thing that comes into my mind when I first started, like what is keyword research, or what you can say, like what is keyword? In general terms, what we can say, like whatever we suggest, like how to install WordPress or best WordPress theme or WordPress theme free. These are the words that are searched by the user in the Google, and when you search for like how to install WordPress, then Google will show the blogs that are related to the WordPress installation. Okay, when you search for like best WordPress theme for free, then the Google will show the blog related to WordPress theme. Okay, Google will not show you like a WordPress installation steps blog. So how does this overall work? Like how the Google knows like which blog to show? This all depends on the keyword. So if you write a blog, then the most thing is to target your keywords. Like whenever you learn, like for the blogging, the main thing you should learn is about keyword. How the Google should rank your blog for which keyword. Like suppose if you are writing a blog for WordPress installation, so your keyword should be how to install WordPress, not like WordPress base theme. Okay, so this is keyword. Okay, so what does keyword research mean? Keyword research means you know your blog idea, like you have to write an article on WordPress installation. Okay, this is your topic. Now you have to research like what the users search. Like when the users search, then only your article will come. Okay, so we have to do keyword research, like what are the topics more the user are searching. Okay, so this term we say keyword research. Is keyword research necessary? This is second question that come into my mind when I was starting blogging. Keyword research is very necessary, because if you target keywords like that have low rankings, low search volume, then your blog will have low visitors, less number of visitors. Suppose you are creating a blog on how to install WordPress, and your keyword is like install WordPress or install WordPress theme. Okay, these are high competitive keywords. High competitive means they have very high competition. So you have to do a keyword research very kindly, very in depth, and I will teach you how to do it. So here the third question is how to do a keyword research. Okay, keyword research is if you follow simple steps now, like that I'm suggesting you, then your keyword research journey will be very easy. Okay, because I am gone through that. I have written the article, and I have written articles and they were not getting the traffic. Okay, so then I started learning that keyword research is a practice that have to be done very properly. If you do not do it properly, you have very good article, very nicely formatted, very good article, but if you do not do keyword research properly, your article will not get the right traffic. So if you do proper keyword research, so it will be helpful and easy to rank your article. The first here in this article, what we will discuss is are all of the free keyword research tools. There are paid ones also, but my recommendation is to you, like if you are starting, if you are at the mid level, going with the free tools are the best. I also started with the same. So let's see. There are three main tools for keyword research. First is using Google search suggestion. Second is Google keyword planner, and Google keyword planner is best free resource. Third is Uber suggest by Neil Patel. So using these three things, we will generate the keyword research. Okay, we will generate the keywords, and as you get your keywords, you have to write it down here, and minimum you have to generate 15 to 20 keywords, okay, for each blog, okay, because we then will filter out which are the best. Okay, so these three things like Google search suggestions, Google keyword planner, Google suggest will give you the keyword ideas. Okay, then we will use Google Trends to filter out the best keywords. From the 20 keywords, from the 15 keywords that you have finalized in the earlier steps, we will finalize 5 to 10 keywords for our blogs, and I will show you how to use them. Okay, so let's see the keyword research in practical. I will search like webinar. Okay, then these are these searches, you can see these things. These are the suggestions from the Google. Okay, like you can search like webinar software for PC, for teachers, for free, for 1000 attendees, for Mac, for Ubuntu, for education, for training, for WordPress. These all are our keywords. Okay, so let me take like webinar software for teachers. Okay, let me write it down here. Keywords. Okay, this is my first keyword. Webinar software for teachers. Webinar software for Mac. Okay, let me copy this one. Then what could be another good thing is webinar software for training. This is also a good keyword. Here I will be showing you the how to do exactly what way I follow. Okay, so you can use it for education. Webinar software for education. Okay, then if I go here, and this is a secret. Okay, if you type star, this is a secret. I type my main keyword, that is webinar software, and in the start you type star, so you will get free webinar softwares, best webinar softwares, open source webinar softwares, best free webinar software. This is a good keyword, like best free webinar software, best free webinar software. Then let's see what else it has to say. We can select some best webinar software 2020. This is a very good keyword, best webinar software 2020. Okay, so you see how easily I gathered 6 keywords, very easily. Okay, and if I search and enter best webinar software 2020, so if you go, you can see like This is features article 17 plus best webinar software. Okay, if you go down at the bottom, you can see search related. So the related search is also your keyword. So these all are your keyword. Best webinar platform for education, best webinar platforms for small business. This is a good keyword. And then what else we can take? Webinar platforms, like if we search like best webinar software free, okay, and go at the bottom, we will have a lot different keywords. Free webinar software with recording. This is also a good keyword. Okay. This is link. Okay, this we can edit it, no problem for that. So till now we have get 8 keywords. Okay, now let's go to our other part, that is Google Keyword Planner. Okay, I will put the link for the Google Keyword Planner in the description. Okay, so here I will search webinar software, okay, and get result. So what the keyword is, a webinar software has search volume of 1000 to 10,000. Competition. This part is not of our use, because this part is for paid campaign. Okay, so do not see this part. The keyword and their average meant searches are important. Okay, so you can see like webinar jam, webinar platforms, webinar jam pricing, best webinar platforms, free webinar software, best webinar software. These all are the keyword that we can use. You can see these are unlimited. Okay, the main thing you should keep in mind, like average monthly searches you should sort on. Okay, and if you get like less than 10, okay, like this type of keywords 10 to 100, try to avoid that. We can go with like 100 to 1k is good. Okay, 100 to 1k is a good, we can go with that. Okay, webinar app free, best webinar platform free. Okay, this is also we can add in our Google keyword Excel file. Then online webinar platform, it's also having 100 to 1k searches. Let's take that keyword. Let's see further one. Go to webinar desktop app, we can also take this. Webinar jam, if you are writing an webinar jam review article, so you can include that keyword also. Free webinar platform. Okay, so this is how you can use Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so you type your keyword here. Here you can type your keyword. I have searched for webinar. Now let's search for shoes. If you are having writing an article on shoes, shoes for men, shoes for women. Okay, so here we will show like 2000 keyword ideas. 2000. Nike shoes, Puma shoes, Reebok shoes, Red Chip shoes. So this is where you can get lot of ideas for the keywords. Okay, now let's move to our next tool, which is Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest is by Neil Patel, and it's also a great tool. Here you have to type your keyword, that is webinar. Okay, and we are using English United States, English and United States. Okay, and search. Let's wait for the result. And obey suggest is initially on the starting level it's free, and it's okay for us. It's asking for signing, and if you want to sign in, you can do. You can sign in, and if you do not, it's okay. Register for free. Okay. Let's wait for its output. It's loading. Let me pause the video, and when it results are out, I will show you. So here it take approx like 10 to 15 seconds. So sometime it net was my slow, so it take time. Generally it do not take that time. So here it's saying like webinar have search volume of 49,000 and its keyword difficulty is 53, which is too high. Okay, we should target the word keywords that are less than 40. Okay, but let's see what the keyword ideas it provides. So here I have sign in. Okay, so earlier like it was like that. If you do not sign in, it was showing you the suggestion. Recently, like I think it has been changed. So I have done the login from my account from sign in, and I have like search webinar, and he is showing me the keywords webinar. Okay, 49,000 search volume, and cost per click, this is for the ad one. We have to skip that. Okay, and PD is the paid difficulty, and we do not want to focus on that. We want to focus on SEO difficulty, which is 53. Okay, so we will not choose webinar as a one keyword. We have to go more long, like webinar free, because choosing the long tail keyword, like the keyword that have more than 2 to 3 characters, is easily to rank instead of single keyword. Okay, like webinar free, it also has a keyword volume of 2400 and keyword difficulty of 24. It's good, we can go on to that. Okay, so webinar free is also a good keyword. You can take that. And let's see what other ideas he's showing. Close it out. Like for the webinar is showing 530 ideas. Okay, we have different keywords like webinar for teacher. We have just already taken that. Webinar invitation, webinar on education. You can do a review article like on webinar versus webcast. It also has 390 volume per month, and it also have the lower keyword difficulty 14. Easy to rank. Webinar landing pages, webinar YouTube, webinar with Google Hangout. Like you can see, like keyword difficulty is 9, and search volume means number of searches per month. Don't focus on the search volume for now, focus on the SEO difficulty. It should be less than 40 and 30. The lesser it's good. Okay, this is also a good idea. Keyword idea, webinar with Google Hangout. Okay, this is what I suggest. Next, what webinar digital marketing, like webinar for digital marketing. This can be a keyword, but keyword difficulty 37 is less than 40, so you can take it. Webinar WordPress plugin, this is also good, like plugins for webinar. Okay, webinar email templates, webinar presentation, webinar announcement, webinar advertisement, webinar with certificates. Like someone search, like if I attend the webinar, will I get the certificates? Okay, these are people are searching like that. Are webinar interactive? Okay, less than 100 volume, we should avoid it. Less than 100 keyword search per month, we should avoid it. So we can expand this as like webinar software. Okay, webinar software has 243 keyword ideas. Software for webinar, webinar software free, webinar hosting platforms. It also, I can see webinar hosting platform. It has 40 keyword difficulty. At the initial level, we should avoid it. Webinar recording software for free. It has less 21 sorry, keyword difficulty, so you can take it. So I think we have got 15 ideas for the keyword. Okay, now our one part has been completed for the keyword research. Okay, now the second part is for the filtering. Now we have to filter these 15 keywords and choose top 5 and top 3. Okay, so how we can do it? We will be using Google Search Console. Okay, Google Trends will be helpful, like which keywords are most ranking. Okay, here we need to select the country for which we are filtering, and generally we should keep United States. That's good. Okay, and like we will use copy our first keyword and paste it. Webinar software for teachers. Okay, and let's see. No search data. Okay, we are searching United States for past 12 months, all category and web search. Okay, no problem, we will ignore that. Okay, let's take another keyword, webinar software for Mac. Okay, so webinar for teacher is not having any search, nor the Mac. Okay, no problem. Webinar software, let's search only webinar software. Webinar software. Okay, so webinar software have some of searches. Okay, so main keyword is our webinar software. Let's take it out. Search webinar software. Okay, then search for online webinar platform. Okay, here you can do max 5 comparison at one time. Okay, online webinar platform. Okay, next we can search like webinar platform. So you can see like webinar platform and webinar software are having tight competition, so you can keep your main keyword as webinar software or webinar platform. Okay, so for searching this we can come to a suggestion like main keyword should be around webinar platform and webinar software. We can go comparing other topic also. I have to remove one of them because at max we can compare 5 items. Webinar platform free. Okay, you can see like this is blue is having no search. Okay, webinar software free, webinar software is having good search. Okay, online webinar platform is also having less search. while going for webinar platform only, webinar platform is having a good competition with webinar software keyword. Okay, so here if you scroll down, it will provide you breakdown according to the cities: Colorado, New York, and more detail you can go down and down. So like free webinar platform, best webinar platform, these are some of the queries. So considering with the Google Search Console, we can consider like webinar software and webinar platform are the best keyword. Okay, but we cannot write direct article on them. Okay, we should have some keywords like best webinar software, best webinar platform. We can do that, and we already have like best webinar software 2020. This could be our keyword, okay, because it contains our core keyword webinar software. Okay, we can use this keyword. So let's classify. It's like final keywords. Final keywords. Okay, so webinar software is thing, webinar software for Mac, webinar software for training, webinar software for education. This can be our keywords on the inside the articles. I will show you how to use that. So let take this first, webinar software. Okay, these are our 4 keywords. We will ignore platforms. We will take only the keywords that contain webinar software. Okay, we are having 5 keywords. That's good. So finally we get the 5 keywords. Okay, now our keyword research has been done. Now how to use that keyword in the article, let me show you. This is my dashboard, WordPress dashboard. Okay, and on the post I go create on add new. Okay, on the headline, the main headline, the H1 headline should contain your core keyword like webinar software. Okay, and here my my experience suggests that if you include number and best, it will rank higher. If I suggest like 5 best webinar software, okay, this is your core keyword. Okay, webinar software we confirm from the Google Trends, and this is my experience. Like if you include number and some strong keywords, strong words like best, so it normally people search for that like best webinar software, and your article ranks and it says 5 best webinar software, so it's good. And so let's keep this as our main keyword, and on the first 150 character of your article should contain your core keyword. Okay, so here I will write, in this article I am going to show you 5 best webinar software which will change your life. Just extra keywords. Okay, whatever you want to write for the initial 150 keywords, 150 characters, words, but you should be sure to include their core keyword. Okay, 5, 10 number is okay, don't go more than 20. Okay, 20 is best, less than 20 is good, not go like 25, 50, 100 best webinar software, that's not good. All go for minimum 20, less than 20. Okay. Now the other keywords that we have finalized, like webinar software for teachers. So what we will do, we will create an h2 tag, and here we will include 5 webinar softwares for teachers. Here we will include 5 webinars. Okay. Then again we will include an headline like of h2 and include our third keyword, 5 webinar software for Mac, and we will do the same for the next keywords, that is 5 webinar software for training. Okay. And this is how you will create your headlines to include your sub keywords, what we will say long tail keywords, or LSI we say it. Okay. So this is how you include your other keywords in your h2. Okay. Now we write our articles about, it should be around 2000 words is good. Okay, 2000 words. If you can write 2000 words, then it's very good. Okay. Now the second most important thing that we should focus is that to include an image. Okay, I will okay, here we need, I am attaching a featured image here. Okay, on the featured image, on the alt text, you have to write your core keyword. Okay, that is 5 best webinar software. Okay, also paste the same on the title and on the description. Okay, so this is image SEO. Okay, after doing the image SEO, you need to edit the meta description of the blog post. Here I am using rank math to do this, and comparatively compared to Yoast, rank math have advanced features in the free version. If you need any help related to the rank math, like how to install, how to configure, put in the comment, I will help you out. Okay, so edit the meta and be sure to include your keyword. Your keyword is best your keyword is 5 best webinar software. Okay, try to include this keyword in meta description also. Okay, I am not doing here whole meta description, you should do it. And after including your core keyword in the headline, in the image here, this part, and in the meta description, your article is SEO optimized. Okay, so this is all you have to follow the steps for keyword research. From the Google search you get the keyword idea, from the Google keyword planner you get the idea, from the Uber suggest you get the idea. Make list of 10 to 15 keywords. Okay, then filter out using Google Trends the core 2 to 3 keywords, then choose the best for your core keyword. Okay, and if possible try to include number, try to include strong word like best in your core keyword, and include your core keyword in the headline. like this. And also don't forget to include the keyword in the image and in the meta description. So this is how you optimized your blog article, and if you follow these steps, you are no away from 10,000 visitors per month from your blog post on the initial, okay, on initial, after doing of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, okay. And if you do continuous properly, then you are no away like getting 1 lakh traffic, okay. This is a trick of keyword research. If you liked my video, then don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell button to get instant notification. Here signing off, your blogger buddy Bhavesh.